What is your best advice for being decisive, for making a decision?
Give yourself a time limit. In my head, sometimes I count down like 30 seconds. I have 30 seconds to make a decision. At that point in time, when it reaches zero, I had to pick one or the other or one amongst, a group and move on with it and live with the decision. Take your time as far as like looking into it and making a decision, but you have to have a deadline or else you're going to be in limbo forever. And especially when there's not already a preset deadline, then you're going to be indecisive. And they call it,
Analysis
what's it called?
paralysis.
Exactly. That's what they call it.
It's a
And I get
demon.
stuck in
It's a
that
real demon.
100%. 100%. So that
Yeah,
time limit
it's
is
funny. In
important.
Persian mythology, there's demons for everything, for every little thing. And I really wonder if there's one for analysis paralysis. I mean, there has to be one for that.
I wouldn't be
But,
surprised.
huh?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I love the example you brought up about making a decision between two chips in, Walmart or something, because I've been in shoes like that. Oh, which chocolate should I pick? This one or this one? And I have to sort of knock myself out of it and say, hey, it's just chocolate. Pick one. Try the next one another time or something. And if I had any advice to give, because I feel like this is something that I've been proactively making an effort to fix, it's just make a decision. Don't worry too much. Just make a decision because you have to break out of that loop, that limbo, as you mentioned. You have to leave.
Agreed. 100% agreed. It's easy just to debate in your head or wherever else for endless amount of time, especially if you don't have a deadline that's set by somebody else or something else, to where you feel 100% comfortable, everything checks out. But realistically, most of the time, you'll never have a 100% clear-cut answer to things where every box is checked. There's some things that you have to kind of live with, do your pros and cons, do your kind of, balancing between, whatever options that you have, and just move on, like you said, make a decision. Otherwise, yeah, you'll be standing in the aisle forever. And I've been there. I've been there for 30 minutes. Like, what is it I'm gonna get? I had to call somebody. I got call a friend and see what they think.
It's funny you say that because that's another thing I've been proactively thinking about. It's funny. I was in Istanbul a little over a year ago, and there was a merchant at the Grand Bazaar, and I was in one of these analysis paralysis situations where it's like, oh, should I get this thing? Should I not get this thing? I kept thinking, and my dad was there, and I kept asking my dad, "You think I should? You think I should not?" And the merchant, he stepped in for a second. He's like, "Hold on, can I say something right now?" I'm like, "Okay." And he said to me, "You're the adult here. You make the choice. That's your father, yes, respect, but you make the choice. Do you want this or not?" And I always remember it. Murtaza was his name, and that really hit me. And I don't stop thinking about that. That I'm the adult. I have to make the decision. And so it's always nice to refer to other people, but at some point you gotta lay it down that I am the man, and I have to decide for myself. Do I want this ice cream or the other one?
Yeah, I think once you reach a certain age, you can't depend on parents, obviously, to make decisions for you all the time. They can give advice. Yeah, feel free to listen to advice, but you have to kind of, I mean, I feel like that's one of the biggest things of growing into the next phase of being an adult or whatever, is being able to be decisive or assertive. And I struggle with that all the time. I feel like that's still something I am trying to improve on, but it's
Yeah.
such a drastic thing in your life in general, day to day.
The irony of that is that's always something my dad says to me. Learn to make a decision. It's almost as if that is the key to being a man. Learn to make a decision, man. And not only that, but also to be able to stand by it. There's a lot of things out there that sound like common sense or obvious, but sometimes you have to tell people. It's happened to me where sometimes I have to be told this is the truth, so to speak. And that happened with me when I heard what it means to be a man is to make a choice and to stand by it. It doesn't matter what other people think of it, if they like you for it, if they don't. You're a man. You made your choice. That's it.
And I think that's a huge part of it because when you make a decision, you also have in the back of your head, oh, I don't want to get blamed for this. You picked the wrong bag of chips for somebody else, for example, and you want to look back and have that person say, you picked this. What's your problem? This thing has, pork rinds in it or something wild. And you got to kind of like make sure you did the research and you do the best you can. And like you said, you stand by with whatever choice that you made, and not fear that hindsight kind of perspective that you'll have in an hour or in a week or in a year for whatever decision that you're making. Um, and just know that you did what you could with, or the best that you could with whatever info that you had at the time, and just move on. And that's also here. That's actually a good point. I think that's a huge part of my like analysis paralysis, right? Like you said.
Yeah, that was very liberating for me to learn that actually. I heard that from Nietzsche a couple years ago that whatever decision you made in the past, you did it based on your mindset at that time and the information that was presented to you. So his point was there are no wrong decisions that are being made. But I've been thinking about that so much that it's incredible how much of a difference informed decision making can have on a person's life. It's incredible. You feel less guilty even if things go wrong.
Because you did the best that you could. I mean, if you went in blindly and picked something with a flip of a coin, you have no one to blame but yourself, right? You left fate to the coin that can go either way, um, without doing the due diligence. So long as you've done that, yeah, there's no reason to be to I guess kick yourself for whatever decision you made. But like you said, the due diligence aspect of it is, I mean, it's the core. Whether it's like doing the review, searching for the new Lay's flavor that came out before you came to the store. Yeah, you could have done that. It would have saved you like 10 minutes. I mean, now I do it. I have every app. I have my Walmart app. I have my Kroger app. I have the Target app. Look it up. Okay, cool. This is where it is in the aisle. This is the reviews. I'm going with this. And if I see something nice on the way, then I'll make a game time decision.
That is so useful for you to say that because that's another thing I've thought about where I'll walk into a store and I'm ready to buy a thing, but then I find myself pausing. I'm like, wait, what if this is cheaper on Amazon? Oh, now I got to
Yeah.
download the app or like go on Google. And that is another thing. It wastes your time if you don't have those apps. They can really save a lot of money.
Oh, agreed. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, doing that research is a huge, like, it's a time saver at the end of the day. And you can
Yeah.
tell I'm a very, like, I love chips. So that's why I keep
You're
bringing
very
it up as an
passionate about the
example.
chips. Yeah.
Very. Yeah. If you
You
look
have a
at like
favorite
our
flavor?
cabinet here, sour cream and onion. Lay's sour cream and onion is number one for me,
Wow. For
without a
me,
doubt.
it's probably Miss Vicky's jalapenos. They're
Oh,
pretty
those
good.
are good too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the healthy ones,
I
or
suppose.
healthier.
I don't know.
Yeah.